photographers. I love surprises, so always happy to see the notification that there's a firmware update. This week, Fujifilm released an update for the X-T4, version 1.2. Now, I read the release notes, and the first item is a change to the auto power-off temperature. That's new, and the first time I've seen it in a Fujifilm model. So, before I downloaded and installed that update, I just wanted to remind myself of the X-T4's ability to overheat. I turned up the temperature in the studio to about 25 Celsius. Now, ordinarily, while it's winter in Canada, I'd fly down to a Caribbean beach resort to test overheating. But you know, COVID. Now, the X-T4 is a best-in-class APS-C video camera, 4K at 400 megabits, both 16 and 17 by 9 aspects, H.264 and H.265 codecs, as well as F-Log and HLG, along with good in-camera stabilization. Now, I recorded without the battery grip, although I'm not sure if that makes it better or worse, and at the highest settings, 4K, 400 megabits, and even though I was on a tripod, I turned all the stabilization settings on. I did have to restart every 30 minutes, as that's the maximum duration of a single clip. I changed batteries once and SD cards several times, and in 3 hours of nearly continuous recording, the overheating icon did not appear. Not exactly a disappointing result, but I was hoping for at least a glimpse. Nope. So I would consider that exemplary performance, even before the update, which can be downloaded from the website. But no manufacturer makes firmware updates as easy as Fujifilm. The camera remote app carries out the whole procedure: downloading, transferring, installing. You'll find a PDF of the new features guide on the website. And when it's done, the power management option is updated. A fourth setting, auto power off temp, has been added, and it defaults to high, which includes a warning. According to the manual update, this enables the recording time to be extended when the camera exceeds the previous standard limit. The warning here is that the camera gets hot at this setting, creating a possible low temperature burn, so this option should only be used when the camera is on a tripod. Now, there's no warning that this might reduce the camera's lifespan or otherwise have negative effects on image quality, so it seems fairly safe to enable this and leave it on, just in case. But then, as I was unable to even trigger the overheating alert before the update, and without access to a resort on a hot beach, not sure how to demonstrate how this improves things. If you've had situations where the X-T4 overheated, we'd love to read about your experiences. Please comment. Well, what did not change was the 30-minute recording limit, which would actually have been a usable benefit to video productions. Particularly as other manufacturers are removing this restriction, I'd love to see Fujifilm join that club. Now, that is one of the 4 changes detailed on the firmware update page, but the only one mentioned in the new features guide. Number 2, the connection settings menu's information option now includes the current IP address when the camera is connected to a Wi-Fi network. Number 3, improvement of auto shutter speed settings for TTL slow sync flash shooting. This makes longer exposures to combined flash for the subject and a long exposure for the background possible. In program mode, up to 4 seconds; in aperture priority, up to 30 seconds. Didn't test that. Fourth and final change is the generic fix of minor bugs. Well, that was short and sweet. I don't like to waste your time, which is why I don't accept sponsorships and don't start reading ads in the middle of a video, nor do I allow YouTube to insert mid-roll ads. There is a financial impact to those decisions, which makes me very grateful for those of you who've been kind enough to join this channel as members. If that's an option you'd like to know more about, there's a link below. You can also subscribe, which remains absolutely free, and you have my word that I will never put content behind a paywall. And I continue to read and reply to all civil and relevant questions and comments. Well, with that, thanks for watching. Now, let's go out and create some photographs.